So let's talk about one of the sad fashion news that we have this week. Dries Van Noten is finally stepping down from his brand, Dries Van Noten, of course. And if you don't know, he's a very famous Belgian designer, and I really love his designs because he has a mix of prints and colors, which I feel is also my style. I'm not saying I'm Dries Van Noten, okay? And another thing that, the second thing that makes me sad, because, you know, back in long time ago, I was studying fashion design in Paris, and our school asked us to join a fashion show as a dresser. So we're not paid, but we're gonna help, and I joined 2 fashion shows, and that brand is for Dries Van Noten. And that time, I must admit, I didn't know who he was. You know, I'm like, who's Dries? Oh, come on, it's a good brand, it's a very famous designer, how come you don't know? Like, my French classmates were like judging me, you know. So we joined, and I have a funny experience about this fashion show, but anyway, I was working backstage, and at the end of the fashion show, I did see Dries. He was doing some interviews, but I have no opportunity to get near him, you know. I don't know, like, he's so far. And I was just so happy, like, oh my god, okay, I saw a really famous designer, you know. And then at the end of the show, we were offered a gift. And the first fashion show that I went to, I got, because you can, it's like a box, you can choose, and I grabbed a belt, because I thought, okay, the belt will be my size anyway. If not, I'm gonna extend it, I don't care. So I have this belt, I think it's back in my home in Philippines. I will never throw that, you know. So it's a Dries Van Noten belt. And for the second fashion show, I was able to grab another one, and it's a sweatshirt style, like wrap around style, and it's purple, my favorite color. Again, oh my god, this, I should have protected it more. It's like so worn out, because, you know, it's the only Dries Van Noten I have. And I'm not saying I'm not going to support the brand in the future, but of course, I think, like, if you buy vintage, well, we call it now vintage, like, of course, it would be more valuable to have the Dries Van Noten items that were designed by the designer himself. And I hope the next designer will do the brand justice, because, you know, Dries really did a great job. Anyway, I'm quite sad. It just feels for me like end of an era. Like, I was a fashion student the last time I saw Dries, and that was like years ago. So anyway, best of luck. I can understand, of course, we can't do the same thing forever, and he has to prioritize other things in his life. So, but anyway, I just want to say to Dries, if ever he saw this, that I admire your work, and you know, we the fashion people are so proud of what you've done, and thank you for blessing us with your creativity. Anyway, au revoir.